Hey, it's Tuxedo Mark. It's 5:44 p.m. on Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022, and I want to show you the latest stuff that I got and also give some general updates on what's going on. First of all, my sister and I think her brother-in-law or maybe my niece, I'm not sure who else, are going to be visiting um, from the 7th through the 15th. And I had requested off from work for that time while they're here. So I'm going to be having like a 9 day vacation. But also, I just happen to be off from work for 2 days before that. So it's going to be like an 11-day vacation. And then I work one day and then I'm off for the next 2 days after that. So, anyway, uh, so yeah. So they're not going to be staying here. I think they're going to find another place to stay at because they want to try to like bug bomb the house or find an exterminator just to get rid of like the, the bugs and stuff like that. There's like more bugs than usual, although it depends on the weather, I think, because I've noticed less bugs now than there were during the summer. But anyway, they want to try like bug bombing and see if that does anything. But that would mean having to find a place to stay that will accept the pets. I don't want to leave them in like a pet hotel or anything. I want them to stay with us. But anyway, that's for later. Um, Yesterday I ran some errands. One errand really. I went to the library to print out some tax documents and also to sign up for a free tax service. Um, that'll be on like it'll be on a Monday. I believe that is the 14th. So yeah. So that's gonna be at like a lodge. My mom and I used to do that every year because it was for free. Um, we just did they did walk-ins, but they've stopped doing walk-ins, so I had to schedule an appointment, which means no wait time, which will be good because before we had to wait for hours to do that. Um, so let's see what else. Um, Trying to think. Uh, so that's what I did yesterday, basically. Today I went and I took all of the old carpets that I had removed from the house to a landfill, as well as some recycling and some old plastic lawn ornaments that had, fallen apart. Um, there's still probably like some old lawn stuff that I could take, but I might make another trip. There's still some recycling to take, but I got rid of a bunch of stuff today, so that was good. Um, so while I was there, I decided, well, there's a Walmart close by, fairly close by. It's an actual super center, unlike the store that I work at. So I decided to go there just to see what's there. I don't go to that town that often, so I decided to go there and see what's up. Um, I saw a big display for Ghostbusters Afterlife. I'm like, oh, it's out on home video. I better get it. So I picked up the 4K. But after doing research on my phone, I decided not to get it because apparently there's like an ultimate collection in 4K that includes Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, and Ghostbusters Afterlife, and a ton of bonus features. Hey, random cactus, thanks for joining me. Uh Including like a preview cut of the first film, which I never heard of before. But yeah, so that is exciting. Uh it's also Um, let's see. Come on. Yeah, it's $269.99. Um, that's interesting. It's very pricey. Holy crap, it's pricey. I could have sworn it said like 240 something when I looked it up on my phone earlier in the store, but I don't know. So it's got a ton of stuff on it. So I am considering getting it. The thing is, I really don't want to spend so much money, at least not that often. Um, so I'm thinking, well, I don't want to go out of print, but I think I'll eventually take the plunge and order it because Ghostbusters is a huge part of my childhood. So, yeah. Uh, there was also this movie, I forget what it was. I saw a movie at Walmart that it was an animated film and it had Lucy Lawless doing a voice. Oh, The Spine of Night. I looked it up and it looks interesting. It looks like basically medieval barbarism. Lucy Lawless voices like a heroine sorceress, so that's pretty cool. Um, I need to look up more about the film, but it looks like something I'd be into. But they had it only on DVD, and I want to get the Blu-ray. So if I'm gonna look up the plot, if I'm satisfied with, I'll order it. Um, Supposedly it's like inspired by like 80s animated films like Fire and Ice, which I heard of, but I've never seen. Um, so that's cool. Uh I saw like the Dungeons and Dragons Player's Handbook and Dungeon Master Guide. I flipped through the Player's Handbook a bit, but I didn't get it. I mean, it's like 31 bucks, and the Player's Handbook's around 29 bucks, or the Dungeon Master Guide is around 29 bucks. So I didn't get them. It seems a bit pricey, and I'm not really even playing DVD playing D&D yet. So the one thing that I did see and decided to actually get a new Buffy the Vampire Slayer novel. It's called In Every Generation, The Stakes Have Never Been Higher. Ha ha ha. It's by someone named Ken Trader, no, Ken Dare Blake. So, okay. Never heard of her. I read that this book was coming out. On the back, it says, Into every generation, the Slayer is born. The next generation starts now. Okay, I read that this was coming out, and it's about Willow's daughter, Frankie Rosenberg, who's like the next Slayer. Um, and also a witch, apparently, like her mom. That's all that I know about it. Uh, Buffy's referred to as her aunt. Okay. But anyway, I'm not really into like um, novels that are based on shows or anything because they're generally not considered canon. And I don't think this is either, really. I know the original novels weren't. Um, but I'm starting to read like some of the older Buffy novels. I'm reading the adaptation of the two-part series premiere. It's available on Kindle, so I'm reading that. So I figured I'd get. I saw this. I figured I'd pick it up and start reading it. Might enjoy it, might not. If I don't, it's gonna go into a little free library. But yeah, that's the one thing that I got today. Um, and I was looking into the Buffy comics. Apparently, I don't know. This might disregard the current Buffy comics from Boom, but the Buffy comics from uh not from Boom, the ones from Dark Horse that the season 8 and onwards, that was supposedly canon, but supposedly this novel disregards them. So is this novel the new canon? Who knows? The comics from Boom I heard mixed things about them. Um, the comics from Dark Horse, like the canon comics, I heard were pretty bad. Like the canon continuation. Um, but the original Dark Horse comics from back when the show was on, I remember getting those back in the day, and I liked them, but I didn't stick with it. Um, I had a habit of stopping reading stuff once I heard it wasn't canon, such as say the Resident Evil novels. Um, when I got like six of them at once, and my mom criticized me for spending that much on books, but um, I started reading them, and then I heard they weren't canon, so I just gave up. So, and a friend of mine that used to ride school bus with me, I was in high school, he was in middle school, but he went to school's book fair and he picked me up a Quantum Leap novel. I believe it was called The Wall, and I started reading it, um, but it wasn't canon, and so I gave up on it. Yeah, generally I don't like novels based on existing properties because they're generally not considered canon. But with Buffy, I'm making an exception just because I want to explore the characters more, even if it doesn't count. Whether this counts or not, who knows? um, and now, like Boom with their comics, they're doing a whole bunch of different like alternate universes and stuff. Um, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get into all of that stuff. I once made a spread. Actually, it was fairly recently. I made a spreadsheet of most of the old Dark Horse comics to see which collection was the most comprehensive, and I think like the Dark Horse's digital versions were the most comprehensive out of all of them. But now that Dark Horse has lost the license, those are no longer available. So all that we got are the reprints from Boom, and they're not doing as good a job at collecting all of the material. So that's a headache. So I don't know if I'm even gonna get into the comics. And apparently with the novels, not even all of them are available on Kindle. So I would have to like physically buy copies of some of those old novels. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, that's basically what's going on now. Just kind of watching. TV and stuff like that, reading, um, just waiting for my relatives to get here. And what we're gonna do regarding the pets and where we're gonna stay, she doesn't even know. She hasn't even picked up a place to stay yet. So I don't know. We'll see. Um, Doing regular bug bombs ourselves, I picked up a few of them actually, and really it only requires you to be away for 4 hours, like 2 hours for the bombs to work, and then 2 more hours to air out the house. But she doesn't know if we're gonna try doing it ourselves or get like an actual exterminator. I don't know. And there are a bunch of windows here that would have to be covered up somehow. I assume to not let all the stuff escape. I don't know. Who knows? Everything's up in the air right now. But I just wanted to share with you what I've been doing and what I've been up to. Might do another Winona Earp reaction video later today, or maybe tomorrow morning when the lighting's a bit better. I don't know. I've been watching Heart of Dixie, or at least I saw the first episode last month. I forget when exactly because I didn't write it down, but I want to continue watching that. Kind of reminds me a bit of Gilmore Girls. And yeah, that's about it. Not much else to say. That moo cow, I had to turn it on its side because it was mooing like once every minute or multiple times per minute for no apparent reason. It's supposed to be motion activated. I don't know if something was walking in front of it or what, but it got really annoying, so I had to turn it to the side. I started doing that yesterday. It's never been active before. I wonder if one of the cats moved it slightly, and that's why something was setting it off. I don't know. But anyway, I might try doing some of those bug bombs on my own. Just doing the inside of the house and forgetting about this outdoor area. I can just hang out here with the pets while the bombs are doing their thing inside the house, because really that's where most of the bugs are. And really, specifically, mostly only like in my bathroom and in the kitchen, mostly like by the sinks and I guess where there's moisture. So I might try doing that before my sister arrives and see if there's any noticeable difference. Who knows? But that's it. Yeah. Thanks for joining me, and 6:03 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.